This is Greg Noyes of Pacific West Home Inspections. Today I'm doing a house in Van Nuys, and looks like they've replaced the roof several years ago. It's a composition shingle roof. Typically they last about 20 to 25 years. This particular roof, the ventilation is, they have a ridge cap ventilation. See where the ridge cap here is a little higher. The air can get in there or expel through there. So it's a better type of roofing system. And around in front here, there's a newer frame chimney, and I think you have a newer zero clearance type of fireplace as well. I haven't been in the house yet. Now, where the chimney meets the roof, a lot of times debris catches on that flashing there. They could have put what we call a cricket flashing, where it diverts the water around the chimney. So in your next re-roof, you may ask to have that installed. There's a Ream package unit. This is both a air conditioning and furnace unit. This works very well when you do a retrofit of a house. And it's the notation here in January, they put a newer blower motor in. And they've done some work on it. Where the gas comes into the unit, we'd like to see another pipe come down. It's called a sediment trap. So it doesn't have one of those. And today we're going to run the machine, heat and air conditioning, see how well it works. And here you can see it's a 2007 and it's 3.5 tons. So made by Ream. There is a gutter system around the house. And the main electrical panel is on the rear of the north side of the garage, really detached garage. And there's appears to be another panel in your rear porch. There'll be a sub panel. And here you can see the light here. The top here is damaged. And the pavers, concrete pavers and courtyard patio, they're uneven, so that'd be a trip hazard. And the back here, there's a concrete patio, and you have some fruit trees in the backyard. It looks like a chain link fence for some of the fencing, and a wood fence on the north side and on the west side. Next thing we're going to look at is how to shut off the power. So at the rear of your garage, the north side is your main panel, and to shut off the power is this breaker here. We call it throw it to the left, and that turns off all the power going to these other circuits. There is a 100 amp breaker in top here, and this goes to your sub panel at the rear of the house at the north side. Next thing we're going to look at is how to shut off the water. And that's at the rear of the house. So at the rear of the house, you have your main water line, and you got a 1-inch copper, and this valve here. You bring this up, and that will shut off the power or the water. And then in your vent here, which now they damaged the vent screen, there's another valve, and I believe that goes to the front of the house, and that would be on street pressure. So this side goes to your pressure regulator, and it has the pressure relief valve as we want to see it. So we'll do a pressure test here a little later, and the next thing we're going to do is how to shut off the gas. So on the east side of the house, you have your gas meter, and to shut off the gas manually, it's on the side tab here, and you turn it 90 degrees either way, but you will need a wrench here, so you'll need to get some tools. And on the house side, they put as required by the City of LA, a seismic gas shut-off valve. And there's a little set screw here. You can reset it on a 5.4 earthquake. They'll trigger, so if you're asleep, middle of the night, go right back to sleep on a big one. So there you have it, and we'll look at some other things as we go through the inspection. So I'm at the front east corner of the house. This is where the sloping floors are the most prevalent in your front room there. And I was looking for any cracks. There isn't, but you see the concrete wall stops here. So this is a separate piece. Then it transitions to a brick foundation under for your old fireplace. So this is moving in its own steam, and that's why it's sinking. It's not a continuous pour. So that answers your question on the slopage there. They've added the plates. These are foundation plates, so everything's bolted down. And if you notice here, there's no joists. It's beam and subflooring. And today they'd use 1 3/8, and this, what I've measured today, it's only 1 inch thick. But that wouldn't be any cause for the slopage. And you got some green vines growing under here. And I'm going to show you, there's a pit here. I'll have to move back a little bit. And this is where one of two gravity furnaces was. So they have plenty of heat. Oh my goodness. Plenty of heat here. And down below there's some old transite pipe that has asbestos in it. And so it's not in your living area. And also we like to put metal straps to hold the beam to the post, because during an earthquake you have an upward motion. And a lot of times these posts here will fall out. They're just toe-nailed. This one's not even toe-nailed in, so it's just done by pressure. So next thing we'll look at is the water heater. This is your main sewer line. It's a 4-inch sewer line. Cast iron, you see it's had some corrosion here. And this goes directly out to your front of your house.